Physical warmth. We all want it when cold weather hits. However, after stepping into the Waldorf community and hearing everyone talking so much about the importance of warmth, I never knew exactly how much we, and especially children, need it. Susan R. Johnson, a behavioral and developmental pediatrician and certified Waldorf teacher, shares, "Warmth is probably one of the greatest gifts we can give our children. Not only the warmth of our love, but also keeping their physical bodies warm. Children are developing their bodies, especially during the first 7 years of their lives. An infant and a young child will always feel warm unless they're on the verge of hypothermia because they have an accelerated metabolic rate. If we don't provide them with the layers of cotton, silk, and wool to insulate their bodies, then they must use some of their potential growth energy to heat their bodies." After finding out about how important it was for children to stay warm, I knew it was worth it to invest in proper clothing so that my son could happily and freely play in freezing temperatures. It was helpful for me to have a checklist of the 5 layers my little guy should be wearing before heading out in the cold. First, there's the base layer. Long johns or long underwear made of wool or silk are the best. Next comes the mid-layer, the child's everyday clothes, probably a long-sleeved shirt and some breathable pants. After that, an extra layer such as a sweatshirt or a light coat. The outer layer tops it all off. This would be a snowsuit or snow pants and a coat. Finally, don't forget the hat, mittens, and boots. Since we live in Alaska, we also use a wool balaclava to protect the neck. When I first started dressing my son, it was a struggle with a capital S. With my wiggly 1.5-year-old, the process still isn't always fun. But after all of the wrestling, I decided to change my mindset around the clothes changing process after I allowed myself to slow down and use the time as a teaching and bonding experience versus a rushed and stressful one. When the base, mid, and extra layers are on and ready, we head to our entryway and lay out our outer layer and accessories. We sit together and sing a simple tune, working our way through each of the remaining clothing items. I try to do this rhythmically in the same order every time so that my son knows what comes next and can start to learn how to begin mastering this by himself. And finally, all of the wonderful work pays off when you step outside and see the joy on your child's face when he takes that first deep breath of cold, crisp air. Also, as a caregiver, don't forget about yourself. You need warmth so that you can enjoy life and nourish yourself just as you nourish your children.